Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? I hope that you all are doing great. Welcome to your channel Math D1 D2 Scientific Academy. Today our lecture is related to chapter 5, which is quadratic equations, and I'm going to explain you question number 8 of exercise 5a. Your book is NSM1 D1 Mathematics. D1 Mathematics. Okay, question number 8 is solve each of the following equations. Now different equations are given and you have to solve them. So let's start the question. Okay, so this is exercise 5a and I'm explaining you question number 8. Part A is 7f plus f square is equal to 60. Okay, so this is the equation. Question number 8, part A is 7f plus f square is equal to 60. So think that what can you take common from these two? As you can see that f is also here and f is also present in this term. So we can take f common. So I'm going to take f common. Okay, do you have taken f common? So what's left here? 7 is left, so write on 7. And you have taken f square common. So 1f you have taken common, so 1f is left. So write on that 1f is equal to 60. Okay, so as you can see that f and 7 plus f, both terms are equal to 60. So I'm going to make them equal to 60. F is equal to 60 and 7 plus f is also equal to 60. So here you can see that the value of f is 60 and 7 plus f is equal to 60. So now what can you do is, assistants, now you can see that this is 7f plus f square is equal to 60. So I'm going to move 60 to this side. Here you can see that it's adding over here. It will come to this side. It will be subtracted. So your equation would be, okay, I'm going to write down the square term first like this, f square, and then plus 7f. Actually what I'm doing is I'm going to write down the equation in the form of the quadratic equation. Okay, so this is quadratic equation. So first you will write down the variable with square power, then you will write down the variable with 1 power, and then you will write down the constant. 60 is adding over here. It will go to the left hand side. It will be subtracted, so it will become minus 60 is equal to 0. Now here you can see that you are having a quadratic equation. So f square plus 7x minus 60. Just remember that whenever you are having quadratic equation, so you can solve it with the help of factorization. So I'm going to factorize it. First multiply the first and the last one together. Here's the coefficient is 1. So multiply 1 and 60. So what you will get? You will get 60. Now write down the midterm. So midterm is 7. Now you will take two numbers that when, okay, you have to decide two factors that when you will multiply them, you will get 60. And when you will add or subtract, you will get 7. So what are those two factors? So here you can see that 12 5s are 60, and when you will subtract 5 from 12, you will get 7. Okay, so those two factors are 12 and 5. 12 5s are 60, and when you will subtract 5 from 12, you will get 7. Okay, so it means that those two factors are 12 and 5. So now I'm going to write down these two factors in place of the midterm. Write down the first term and last term as it is. Okay, now in place of the midterm you write down these two factors. As you can see that this is, okay, students, you have to follow the rules to write down the factors. The very first rule is first you have to write down this sign, which is plus. Okay, and then the second rule is first you have to write down the bigger factor. Here this is 12, so you write down 12. The bigger factor is 12, so first you write down 12. Now since you have to choose the other sign, what should be the other sign so that you can get 7? When you will subtract 5 from 12, then you will get 7, so that the sign should be minus, because plus minus is minus. And when you will subtract 5 from 12, you will get 7. Okay, so in place of the midterm, you have written those two factors and you have written the first and the last term as they are. Now, what's common from the first term? As you can see that f is common, so you can take f common. This is f square, you have taken f common, so 1 f is left. You have taken f common, so 12 is left over here. So you will write down 12. Here you can see that from this term, minus sign is with those both terms, so I can take a minus common. Okay, what else is common? Here you can see that 5 and 60, both numbers are divisible by 5. So you will take 5 common. So here what's left? F is left. And minus 5 ones are 5. 5 twos are 10. As you have taken minus sign common, so this sign, students, remember that whenever you take minus sign common, sign inside the bracket will be changed. So this minus sign will become plus. Just remember that these two brackets must be same if you're solving the sum with the help of factorization. So remember that when the brackets are same, it means that you are doing the right sum. Okay, from this term and this term, f plus 12 is common, so take f plus 12 common. Now what's left here? It's f is left, and here 5 is left. So your answer is f plus 12 and f minus 5. Again, they both are equal to 0. Okay, as you can see, this is equal to 0. So this is also equal to 0. This is also equal to 0. Now you will make these both terms equal to 0. Like f plus 12 is equal to 0 and f minus 5 is equal to 0. So students, 12 is adding over here. It will go to that side. It will be subtracted. So it will become minus 12. And 5 is subtracting over here. But it will go to that side. It will be added. 0 plus 5 is 5. So the value of f is 5. Alright, I hope that part A is clear to you. This is your answer. The values of f are minus 12 and 5. Okay, so let's start B part. I hope that part is clear to you. Okay, now we will do B part. B part is 15 is equal to 8h square minus 2h. Okay, so I can write down this term as 8h square minus 2h is equal to 15. Okay, as these both terms are equal to 0, so I can make them equal to 0 like this. So now we have to solve it. So we can solve it with the help of factorization, and for that we have to make the quadratic equations. So I'm going to make it quadratic equations by moving this 15 to this side. You know that what is quadratic equation, which is ax square. Any equation in this form is the quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So ax square plus bx plus c. C is the constant, so we have to move 15 to that side to make it a quadratic equation. So 8h square minus 2h. 15 is adding over here. It will go to this side. It will be subtracted. Minus 15 is equal to 0. Okay, so now we can solve it with the help of factorization. For that, you have to multiply first and the last term. So when you will multiply 8 and 15, what you will get? 8 multiplied by 15 is equal to 120. And what is the midterm? The midterm is 2. So students, you have to choose two factors. That when you multiply them, you will get 120, and when you will add or subtract, you will get 2. So here you can see that this is 120 and this is 2. So those two factors are 12 and 10. When you will multiply 12 with 10, you will get 120. And when you will subtract 10 from 12, you will get 2. So it means that those two factors are 12 and 10. So I'm going to write down those two factors in place of the midterm. And I will write on the first and the last term as it is. So you will write on 8h square like this. Okay, to follow the rule, first you have to write down the bigger factor, and first you have to write down this sign over here, and the other rule is that you have to write down the bigger factor first. Okay, now what should be the other sign, because you need 2h now, and this is minus sign, so the other sign should be plus, because minus plus is minus, and when you will subtract 10 from 12, then you will get 2. So if this is minus, the other sign should be plus. Thus 10h. Now write down the last term as it is, and they are equal to 0. Okay, what's common in the first two terms? As you can see that 8 and 12, both numbers are divisible by 4, and h is also common. So I can take h common, and I can also take 4 common. 8 and 12, both numbers are divisible by 2. They are also divisible by 2, but whenever you take the common, you have to choose the bigger number, okay? So you have taken 4 2s are 8, and you have taken h common. This is h square, so 1 h is left over here. Minus 4 3s are 12. And here you can see that 10 and 15, both numbers are divisible by 5. So you can take 5 common. 5 2s are 10, and you write down h, and minus 5 3s are 15. And they are equal to 0. Okay, so you can take 2h minus 3 common. As you can see that 2h minus 3 is present in this both terms. So you will take 2h minus 3 common. And what's left over here is 4h. So you write in 4h. And 5 is left over here. So you write in 5. And they are equal to 0. Okay, so both terms are equal to 0, so I'm going to make them equal to 0, so they can find the value. 4h plus 5 is also equal to 0. Okay, I have to find out the value of h. So this 3 subtracting over here, it will go to that side. It will be added in 0, so it will become 3. And here 4h, 5 is adding over here. It will go to that side. It will be subtracted. We just need to find out the value of h. So this 2 is multiplying with h. We need to go to that side. It will be divided with 3. So it will become h is equal to 3 by 2, and here h is equal to minus 5 by 4. Actually, students, now you can write down, you can divide them, and you can write down the answer in the form of the whole number. So when you will divide 3 with 2, what you will get? 2 ones are 2, and what will be the remainder? And this is the dividend. And the same way, you will divide 5 with 4. 4 ones are 4, and 1 will be the remainder, and dividend is 4, divisor is 4. So your answer is minus 1 whole 1 by 4 and 1 whole 1 over 2. So this is your answer. I hope that, okay students, I hope that today's concept is clear to you. Do the practice of this sum, because when you'll do the practice, then this concept will be more clear to you. Take very good care of yourself. Thank you very much, and Allah Hafiz.